flashback. Welcome back to
Fun fact, in Australia, we only have the grades 1 to 5, and in Germany, they have the grades 1 to 6.
I've been saying this.
Here is a browser you need to know.
I think she used her lucky potion.
I didn't. It's right here.
And
I didn't have any enchanted golden apples.
How come you can fly and stuff?
I remember now, because I used my lucky
man
potion.
is in for a rude awakening. The lights are gonna be so bright, I think they're too bright for Rook. And if it's not, you gonna come around? Fred, proof's in the pudding. Prove it to me, and I'll believe it.
Pro Ball is a new challenge for all rookies, not just Cap. Will he be a superstar or will he be a bust? Find out later on Madden Cap.
As I've grown old and wise, I've realized something. Man, I was an asshole as a kid. I have a distinct memory of being in first grade, going on up to my friend and saying, "Hey, we should make today opposite day." Okay. She's fucking stupid. I hate that girl. She's ugly and dumb and stupid, and I hate her. Like, why did I do that? She didn't know it was opposite day, and I knew that she didn't know, so, what was the reason? My dumb bully ass. Why did I do that? Editor's note, this is the same girl that I gave a bloody nose to. If your name is Savannah and you went to first grade with me, I am so sorry. I was not...
It was just a spawn of seed. Wait. Popular MMOs. He 2023, February 10th, is the last time good old Pat has made a post.
Hey, fellas. Might it be possible for you to chill in your eggs for a while? Or at least until your mom takes the S train to Paradise City? Crap.
Oh, look at that. A new brunch place has opened up. Hey, you broke my bake!
Just call me the Feather Duster. Well, this certainly derails the S train.
Will
what you could do with $5 billion? We see people like Musk and Bezos with billions of dollars, but a lot of us just can't comprehend how much money that is. For reference, 1 million seconds is 12 days, but 1 billion seconds is 31 years. So what could you buy with $5 billion? Well, starting off small, a Major League Baseball team is only around $900 million. So you could casually pick up 5 of those. Or you could buy around 100,000 new cars at an average price of around $50K. These are small things, though. Why not take it a step further? The White House is estimated to cost around $398 million, meaning you could buy 12. Or you could buy the Buckingham Palace a few times since it only costs $1.2 billion. Or you could buy the Mona Lisa 5 times over, which is valued at around $1 billion. If you wanted to lay your money flat on the ground, it would be around 484,000 miles. And the Earth itself is 4,000 miles, meaning you could circle it 19 times with some money still left over. The ultimate question, how long would it last you? Well, if you somehow spent $1,000 a day, it would last around 13,000 years before going broke. Insanity. But now you know.
Recapping the Deep Inside mission. The mission starts at the Backlot City, where Molly directs Franklin to his next target, the JB-700. Molly tells that only actors and stunt people are authorized to be on the lot. Franklin sneaks up on Brandon and knocks him and drags him into a nearby trailer where he changes his outfit. From there, Franklin approaches the set where the JB-700 is and is occupied by an actress. He has to be quick to not raise any questions. Franklin drives out of the lot, the actress in the passenger seat yelling at him and occasionally grabbing the wheel. He uses the JB-700 spike strips to disable the 3 studio security cars following him, then uses the car's ejector button to get rid of the actress. When he has removed all pursuers and witnesses, Franklin calls Molly, who tells him to take the car to Hayes Auto. She also tells Franklin to be on the lookout for a stranger who seems to be watching the garage. When Franklin arrives at the lockup, Lamar appears, which reveals that he was the stranger Molly mentioned on the phone. Weston is excited by Lamar's appearance and encourages Franklin to include Lamar in the next heist.
Ever cringe at those? This Smash leak is still a mystery to this very day. In 2018, ahead of Smash Ultimate's release, an image surfaced online that appeared to be leaked promotional material for the game. This banner image was regularly updated as new characters were revealed, and this leak claimed that 7 new fighters were still to be revealed. While many alleged leaks got dismissed right away, this one had some crazy circumstances that seemed to be more than coincidence. The leaker's poorly censored name was discovered, which led to his LinkedIn profile, which resulted in his place of employment being a marketing company that prints promotional material, including serving Bandai Namco, the developers of Smash Ultimate. This leak ultimately became known as the Grinch leak, because in the background of the images there were, presumably, real promotional printouts for the then upcoming Grinch movie. And this encouraged the legitimacy that the Smash printouts were also real. Ultimately, we learned that this was a fake leak, but we still haven't heard from the alleged leaker, what his motivations were, and if he expected it to blow up like he did.
Dude, Disney cartoons can't catch a break. First Primos and now the Pride Family reboot. So the other day, Disney shared a clip from their upcoming episode of the Pride Family reboot where Penny gets locked out of her house by her parents for coming home late, with Twitter erupting with outrage about Disney putting this child abuse on their TV show, saying abuse like this shouldn't be played for laughs or shown at all. I don't know if anyone else agrees, but growing up on shows like Fairly Odd Parents where the entire theme is beating this little kid into the ground, as a kid, I always enjoyed when a cartoon like that would tackle something relatable, something a kid actually has to go through. A situation that kids have actually been through, like getting locked out of their house, it happened to me before. It all comes down to execution. Pride Family seems to be doing this as a jumping ground for a silly story about her staying at her relatives, when if anything, the episode should focus on the harshness of this cruel punishment and maybe condemn it by the end, I don't know. Who knows? All I know is people are yet again pissed off at Disney.
Let me know. My dad's in court right now, and I broke my leg. Why is he in court? Well, he hit this kid with his car. I don't know who, though. How did you break your leg? Someone hit me with their car. Hey, sorry, I was busy. I sent that like 2 years ago. Hey, you want some Gatorade rice? What? I made Gatorade rice. What even are you? Your party was awesome, dude. Epic. I'm surprised you remember it. Okay, why you say that? Because you were drunk. I was not. Dude, you congratulated a potato for getting a part in Toy Story. Oh, God. Oh, looks like you forgot your Spanish lessons again. You know what happens now. Intruder alert. Back door. Proceed with caution. My dad...
I thought the man did it. I called him a scumbag. I called him a horrible human being. And I am going to hold myself accountable. I got it wrong.
Hello.
Last August, just days after earning the starting job as the Buffalo Bills punter, rookie Matt Araiza was the subject in the gape of an intoxicated 17-year-old girl. The district attorney's office concluded Araiza couldn't have led the girl into the alleged gape because he had left the home at about 12:30 a.m. An hour prior to when evidence suggested the alleged gape occurred. There was additional evidence cited by Amador during a party the night before at a different residence where the girl says on camera that she is 18. So they pretty much have this girl saying, hey, by the way, I'm 18, which, to be honest, I'm not a girl. This is something I was guilty of doing when I was 17. Now, this gets even crazier, but clearly this story blew up. As a result, I thought the man did it. I called him a scumbag. I called him a horrible human being. And I am going to hold myself accountable. I got it wrong. Last August, Alpha or Beta?
Oh, that's a tough one. Alpha. But only because she's like the first girl at Sydney, you know?
Okay. Alpha or Epsilon?
Ooh, I really like Epsilon's attitude, so I think I gotta go with her.
Wow, really? Okay, Epsilon. Do you call the Alpha? I thought the man did it. I called him a scumbag. I called him a horrible human being. And I am going to hold myself accountable. I got it wrong. Last August, just days. I thought the man. What is that? Now there's 85% more tide in every power pod.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears as though ESPN is officially launching phase 2 of their strategy to revive the brand.
Those reports have Shannon Sharp coming first. Something that I want and something that I've declared. Here's the issue.
So we have a lot to talk about here today. So before we get to the content, Madden 24 is here, and we've already started giving away codes on my Instagram story at the Flight Mike and on my Snapchat story at Flight Mike Snap. We're gonna keep these giveaways going on both platforms for the next 2 weeks.
Don't throw it 50 yards away from me.
PlayStation, Xbox, and
Matt.
PC. Make sure you're followed on all those platforms. My goal is to give away anywhere from 50 to 75 copies of Madden 24. And then get all that out of the way.
Here we go, get set. Hi! Set.
Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL is finally back. But I'm gonna admit, the preseason is boring as I mean, when the second stringers and third stringers come out, your boy does tend to fall asleep a little bit. But I found a way to make the preseason all the more interesting. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are back! Hosting prize picks on the dance for the dance.
I cannot stay on board. Tell me when it's my turn. Okay. This is just straight hate by a guy who's jealous that he's still playing at a high level at 45.
I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me
Okay.
finish.
All right. Okay. No, you go.
But in my opinion, I always thought, and I still think, that it's all about the money. We frequently brought up Skip Bayless's contract. He signed a 4-year, $32 million contract extension 2 years ago. And when you compare that to the contract that the Pat McAfee show was on with FanDuel TV, a 4-year, $120 million contract for the entire show, which Pat McAfee recently left, which we'll get to that in just a sec. And then you consider the fact that Shannon Sharp was very, very overworked. He had to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get to the studio at 5:30 a.m. Bear in mind, Fox is in Los Angeles, so he had to wake up really freaking early in order to do those daily debate shows with Skip Bayless. And he wasn't even getting paid as much as the Pat McAfee show was. So I feel like this decision was mainly because Shannon Sharp would be getting paid more and his workload would decrease significantly. So immediately we started to wonder where Shannon Sharp would go next. We already know what Skip Bayless' plan is. He's going to be bringing Lil Wayne each and every Friday to debate him, in addition to bringing in Rachel Nichols periodically to debate him, and bringing in Richard Sherman 102 times to have football-based debates with him, which was a really excellent pivot considering how Shannon Sharp just left him abruptly about a month and a half ago. Undisputed is set, and I can't wait to see whether or not the new format works for Skip Bayless. But what is Shannon Sharp's plan? We've heard some speculation. He has been in talks with FanDuel TV so far, and And the talk with FanDuel TV is probably to get his podcast on Shitty Shake partnered with a reputable gaming brand. But there was a lot of speculation about whether or not Shannon Sharpe could also make the jump to ESPN. About a week ago, we actually brought you a report suggesting that Shannon Sharpe was in touch with ESPN to be in a contributor role. Now, ESPN is currently in a very interesting situation. Disney, their parent company, lost $5 billion in total revenue over the past year. Now, whether you want to attribute that to the fact that they're the same, where they're aligning politically, the fact that they're at war with the governor of Florida, which is all stuff that Stephen A. Smith said in his podcast a couple weeks ago, or the fact that as a result of COVID, people weren't visiting their parks as much anymore, is up to you guys. The facts are that Disney lost a significant amount of revenue, and it seems like ESPN took the hit for that the most. They laid off so many
Welcome
of their
back to Madden Cast, and it's week 1. Freddie T, I know you can't wait to see your favorite rookie take flight.
RC, that's right. I've been saying it since the combine. Cap is the best player in this class and down the line.
I think this man is in for a rude awakening. The lights are going to be so bright, I think they're too bright for Rook.
And if it's not, you going to come around?
Fred, proof's in the pudding. Prove it to me, and I believe it.
Pro Ball is a new challenge for all rookies, not just Cap. Will he be a superstar or will he be a bust? Find out later on Madden.
Seems like phase 1 of ESPN's brand new plan is our morning lineup will begin looking like this. At 8 a.m. Eastern,
Welcome back.
We'll start with Get Up. Following that, at 10 a.m. Eastern, First Take will begin. And then at 12 noon Eastern and on, they'll have the Pat McAfee Show running from noon to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So it seems like that's phase 1. But in addition to this, we're hearing from Andrew Marchand once again that ESPN has officially sealed the deal with Shannon Sharpe. According to the New York Post, First Take will have a new ring this fall. Shannon Sharpe will square off against Stephen A. Smith on Mondays and Tuesdays on the ESPN debate program during football season, the Post has learned. As the Post first reported, Sharpe exited his partner. This story is absolutely lunacy.
Run that happened in Somerville earlier this week. Robert Quinn now facing several charges.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Eagles and the Pats, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With assault and battery, hit and run with property damage, and leaving the scene.
So it's some really gruesome stuff, just a warning. And before we get to the content, you're dropping Madden
from a venue that's been sold out. The Pats offense ready to go here in the Sunday night opener to this new season.
Back. But I'm going to admit, preseason is boring as I mean, with the second string and third string I found a way to make the preseason all the more interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Closing prize picks on the days of
Hunter Henry brings it in. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. You know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Runs back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To
throw on third down, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
AJ Green?
He was drafted in an NFL draft that featured Cam Newton, who's currently out of the league, AJ Green, who recently retired, Julio Jones, whose future may be trending towards retirement, JJ Watt, who also
one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Draft by the St. Louis Rams. That's how long he's been in the NFL for. Since 2011, Robert Quinn has put together a very very underrated
So back
career,
onto the field come the
finishing
Pats
top
for their
4
second
in
drive.
Defensive Player of the Year
And one of the
honors in
things we like to hit on every
2013
year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye. One is the option of fair catch and kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Woodley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Harbaugh used to wear, Kenny Boyle used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Last offseason with the Buffalo Bills, but that was following a Super
Looking
Bowl
for
run.
more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Well, this really an interesting matchup here in Week 1. Of course, you got the Super Bowl 52 rematch to talk about. No Nick Foles or Tom Brady on the field today, but for the Eagles, it's been a long wait to get back at it again since the loss to the Chiefs back in February.
Yeah, no Zach Ertz. Was it a touchdown? Was it not a touchdown? Here in New England, they're still upset over that. This game is going to be a blast because the Eagles, they didn't feel like they put enough pressure on the quarterback in the Super Bowl. They want to really get after it in this one.
Super Bowl. It seemed like he was on the throw, but it misses the target. Decided to trade a 4th-round pick for Robert Quinn this past year, but unfortunately for Quinn, he wasn't really featured in many games, and he only got 1 sack for the entirety of the season. Now look, man, you could call me bold for saying this. At this point, I think we could all agree. Robert Quinn had a very successful NFL career. Is he going to be a Hall of Famer? Probably not. Maybe if he had 1 or 2 more good seasons. Maybe if he was a very pivotal role in multiple Super Bowl teams.
After
but
1-7-0
we're talking about a guy that had tremendous longevity, and on top of
Okay,
that,
you
was
made
able
it.
to earn $112
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football.
You would think that he would be able to
As
ride
they've
off
got it
to
with a
sunset,
1st and
maybe
10.
frustrated at the fact that he doesn't really have an NFL contract right
Back to
now.
throw.
But we just got an
Jones.
update from Robert Quinn, and it's a
He comes back with incomplete. And he's brought down at the
SCTV. NFL star Robert Quinn, a former Dallas Cowboy, was arrested in South Carolina on Friday, TMZ Sports has confirmed. The 33-year-old pass rusher
first down in the red zone
was booked in a Dorchester County jail at around 8 a.m. on hit and run and assault charges. Now, attempts to reach police
and this complete to Henry over the middle. He'll wind up getting 7.
Robert Quinn has
and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the
Get
ball
50% off all Domino's online pizza orders at menu price this week only.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double
Here,
coverage.
Michael Orr, the subject of the movie The Blind Side, assumed
the
the
windows
Tui
are so
family.
tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Both sides of it because
to the end zone, but it's
He
incomplete.
was never adopted and alleges
He did a
the
fine
Tuies
job there,
cut
not
him
hitting it
out
before the
of
ball
field
arrived. And
profits.
I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
Whereas his father was in and out of prison until his life was unfortunately ended while he was in prison. Michael Orr would go from school to school to school, resulting in attending 11 schools within his first
New
9
England's
years.
offense set to go.
This man was really dealt a very bad hand. Luckily for Michael, at one of those schools, he met Tim McGraw and Sandra Bullock. Well, not really, that's just who played in the movie. You would meet the Toohey family, a strict evangelical Christian family who was very wealthy. The movie is pretty much Leanne Toohey gets really
Jones
close with Michael.
throwing to start the drive. That one complete to Parker. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good grades, so sports. This resulted in Michael being heavily recruited by a lot of top programs, including Ole Miss, which is where he ends up going to school because that was also
looking to throw. Jones.
And
Parker's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up the first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Some additional eyeballs on him from NFL scouts.
Fans a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it.
Where a player, quite literally, had a movie about their entire life drop right as he was entering the NFL draft. This was very unique. And ultimately, you could say that Michael Orr had a very successful career. If you compare him to other NFL players, obviously, you're going to say he was just an average offensive lineman, but he was drafted in the first round of the 2009
Stevenson, 27 yards.
Wasn't enough for him to pick up his fifth-year option, although he would for the Super Bowl during his time with that team. And then he would bounce
Well,
to
forget
the
about the
Tennessee
weapons
Titans
out
and the
wide.
Carolina
He knows he's got
Panthers.
another.
So he would play 8 years in the NFL. During that time, he would make $35 million. Although he's not necessarily going to go into the NFL Hall of Fame, he made a significant amount of money, and the average NFL fan probably is going to think that this was all because of the Chewies taking him
The
in.
Patriots with the
chance.
football here
Until
late in
today,
this first
because
half.
we found out that
And within
at least
trailing,
what
there
Michael
is still
Orr is
enough
alleging,
time to
the
try to
blind
string a
side
few
is
plays
the one
together and maybe get a
gigantic
field goal
lie.
range.
Now look, man, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every single Hollywood movie is 100% accurate, because that would be a lie. Especially recently, I think some of the movies have taken a weird turn. Like The Woman King, for instance. The one thing that bothers me about that story.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Particular region. What I'm trying to say is, this is nothing new. Hollywood waters down their movies all the time just to make it more palatable to the viewers or to instill a specific type of message. But this seems like a completely different story. And bear in mind, these are all allegations because we're pretty much playing a game of he said, she said at this point. So according to this article from ESPN, Blindside subject Orr alleges that Chewies made millions off of a lie. And it opens up by saying retired NFL star Michael Orr, whose supposed adoption out of grinding poverty by a wealthy white family was immortalized in the 2009 movie The Blind Side, petitioned a Tennessee court on Monday with allegations that a central element of the story was a lie concocted by the family to enrich itself at his expense. So pretty much, Michael Orr is saying that the entire movie was a sham just so the Chewies could make themselves richer at his expense. The 14-page petition filed in Shelby County, Tennessee, probate court alleges that Sean and Leanne Toohey, who took Orr into their home as a high school student, never adopted him. Instead, less than 3 months after Orr turned 18 in 2004, the petition says that the couple tricked him into signing a document making them his conservators, which gave them legal authority to make business deals in his name. Now, the concept of a conservatorship on paper sounds very wholesome. You typically have conservators whenever there's a person making a significant amount of money, but clearly isn't of the right state of mind for whatever reason to make those decisions. So a conservator is allowed to make those decisions on behalf of that person legally, and it can even go against what the person wishes. The most famous example of this is Britney Spears in conservatorship as well, and was trying multiple times to get out of that conservatorship by saying that her father takes advantage of her, whereas the father would say that Britney Spears wasn't of the right mental state to make decisions for herself. She recently got out of that conservatorship, but it took a very long time for her to do so. The petition further alleges that the Tuohys used their power as conservators to strike a deal that paid them and their two birth children millions of dollars in royalties from an Oscar-winning film that earned more than $300 million, while Orr got nothing for a story that would not have existed without him. In the years since, the Tuohys have continued to
giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16.
Hey.
And another first
Stop it.
down.
Come here.
The lie of Michael's adoption is one upon which co-conservators Leanne Tuohy and Sean Tuohy have enriched themselves at the expense of their ward, undersigned Michael Orr. Michael Orr discovered this lie
So
to
we
his
reach
chagrin
halftime here
and
on
embarrassment
opening
in February
weekend.
of 2020.
As we'll get you down the
When he
coast
learned
to
that the
Orlando for
conservatorship
Jonathan
to which
Coachman
he
at
consented on the
REA
basis
Sports
that doing
Halftime
so would
Report.
make him
Coach.
a member of the
All right,
Tuohy
Brandon,
family.
thanks
In fact,
very
he
much.
provided
And welcome
no
back to football,
familial
everybody.
relationship
We've got a
with
full
the
slate of
Tuohys.
16
Family did
games
not
here to start the
immediately
new
return
season.
phone calls
So
Monday
let's take
to
our
numbers
first
listed
trip
for them.
around the
These are some
NFL.
pretty
We
intense
start with a
allegations.
classic matchup
So
in
Michael
the
Orr thought
AFC.
he was
Memories of
signing
Phelps and
adoption
Winslow
papers
in this
to be
one.
a member
Miami
of the Tuohy
taking on
family,
the
but
LA
in
Chargers.
reality, he was
And it
signing
is
over his
all
right
right.
to make business decisions for himself to the Tuohy family. Now, you also have to bear in mind, you're talking about a kid
So
that
here are the
didn't
Patriots now.
necessarily
They get
get
ready
the
for their
greatest
first
education
possession of
until
half
like
number
towards
2.
the end of his high
Well,
school
the opposition
career. Went to
laid down
9
the
different
challenge and
schools
opening
and
drive
had 2
touchdown here
parents
to
that
start the
weren't
second
involved in
half.
his
And
life
Charles,
at
now you
all.
feel like
So
this
he's a
group
prime
needs to
candidate
get an
to get
answer
taken
because
advantage
this
of
all of a
in
sudden is
Yeah,
a
why?
two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small
Whenever a
magical
random
spread
woman
to
comes
overcome?
over,
A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on
tries
because
to get
you
you
don't want them getting the ball back
and
with a chance to
seems like
really
your life
extend
is
this
not
lead out.
enough. You're obviously
Second and
trust that
10,
person.
third quarter of
And
the
the fact that
season
he's just
opener.
realizing this right now, when he's 37 years old, is more of a testament to how naive Michael Orr can
Throwing
be.
again.
And I'm not holding that
Jones.
against him, but it does seem
Got
like
his
the
man
story
complete
fits
over the
right
middle.
now because
That's
he's
Henry.
just discovering
He's
this
going to be
right
dropped
now.
following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third
It also
down.
seeks a full accounting of the money that the Tuohys earned using Orr's
Off the
name,
bootleg.
and to have the couple pay him his
Jones.
fair share of profits, as well as
It got his
unspecified
man complete. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious.
And the
We'll take a
foundation
quick
which they
timeout.
own or which they exercise
They'll look to
control.
throw
All
again.
money's made in said manner,
They'll go
given all
underneath here
conscious
to
and equity
Stevenson.
sports.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Or was a rising high
to
school
get going, a
senior
little
when he
creaky
signed
at the
the
start, but they're
papers.
oiled up
He has
now.
written
A
that
nice
the
throw
Tuohys
there,
told him
and they're
that there
really
was
putting
essentially
together
no
a good
difference
drive.
between adoption and conservatorship.
So the
They
ball
explained
down
to
to
me
the
that it means
16
pretty
here
much
for
the
first
exact
and
same
10.
thing as adopted parents, but that the laws were just written in
They'll
a way
stick with the
that took my
passing
faith
game
into
as he
account.
looks to
When
throw.
Orr wrote
Got
this,
Stevenson again, back-to-back
wrote this
plays.
autobiography,
And the
I
Patriots are
think
going to have a
but
first
there's
and goal as the tackle is made at
because
about the 5.
conservatorships are
Just picking up
done
yardage in bunches here these
as we
last few
mentioned in the
plays. They've moved right down
But
the
if
field.
Orr had been adopted by the Tuohys, he would have been a legal member of their family, and he would have retained power to handle his own financial affairs. Under the conservatorship, however, Orr surrendered that authority to the Tuohys, even though he was a legal adult with no physical or psychological disabilities. But going back to the Britney Spears example, the father alleges that Britney wasn't in the right state of mind to take care of her own affairs, and that's why he was stepping in. In this particular case, Michael
Second
Orr
down
doesn't
and
have
goal.
any Spears example, the father alleges that Britney wasn't in the right state of mind to take care of her own affairs, and that's why he was stepping in. In this particular case, Michael Orr doesn't have any mental deficiencies. Yes, you could say he's naive, and that's going based upon a generalization from me, because I don't necessarily know the guy, but you could say that he didn't understand financial responsibility as a high school senior, because hell, I didn't understand financial responsibility until I finished college, and I had a relatively stable upbringing. I mean, if anyone handed me a conservatorship at the age of 18 with the knowledge I had back then, I probably would have signed it too. Now, the petition alleges that the Tuohys began negotiating a movie deal about their relationship with Orr shortly after the 2006 release of the book The Blind Side, Evolution of the Game, which chronicled the story. According to the legal filing, the movie paid the Tuohys and their two birth children each $225,000 plus 2.5% of the film's defined net proceeds. The movie became a critically acclaimed blockbuster, reportedly grossing more than $300 million at the box office, and tens and millions of dollars more in home video sales. The film received an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, and Sandra Bullock won a Best Actress trophy for her portrayal of Leanne Toohey. While the deal allowed the Tooheys to profit from the film, the petition alleges a separate 2007 contract, purportedly signed by Orr, appears to give away to 20th Century Fox Studios the life rights to his story, without any payment whatsoever. The filing says Orr had no recollection of signing that contract, and even if he did, no one explained its implications to him. That's insane. I mean, he's claiming that he got tricked into signing away his earnings to 20th Century Fox, which on one hand, don't get me wrong, I feel bad because obviously this kid's being taken advantage of, but at the same time, unfortunately, it seems like this is all legal so far. The deal lists all 4 Toohey family members as having the same representative at CAA, but Orr's agent, who would receive movie contract and payment notices, is listed as Deborah Brannon, a close family friend of the Tooheys and the same lawyer who filed the 2004 conservatorship petition. The petition alleges Brannon did not return a call to her law office on Monday. Now, in the past, the Tooheys have denied making much money from the movie, saying that they received a flat fee for the story and did not reap any of the movie's profits. And what they did earn, they added, was shared with Orr. We divided it 5 ways, the Tooheys wrote in their 2010 book. Orr's court petition says he never received any money from the movie, even though he long suspected that others were profiting, according to his attorney. Whenever Orr asked questions, he did not get straight answers. And since the film's success coincided with the start of his lucrative NFL career in 2009, Orr did not take the time to fully investigate the deal until he retired in 2016. Orr eventually hired a lawyer who helped him uncover the details surrounding the movie deal and his legal connection to the people he believed were his adoptive parents. His lawyer unearthed the conservatorship document in February, and Orr came to the painful realization that the Tooheys had never adopted him. Now, this is probably the most painful part for me, because that's got to be a horrible thing to realize in your 30s. I mean, the only people that treated you well, the people that guided you through the instability of your life, ended up just taking advantage of you and just wanting to make a buck off of you. That's a terrible realization to come to. Mike didn't grow up with a stable family life. When the Toohey family told Mike they loved him and wanted to adopt him, it filled a void that had been with him his entire life. Discovering that he wasn't adopted devastated Mike and wounded him deeply. The petition marks a sharp break in what had been an inspiring, if unsettlingly stereotypical feel-good story. As the movie portrayed the story, the Tooheys adopted Orr, a poor, virtually homeless, and academically challenged black teenager. They made Orr part of a functional family for the first time. They helped him catch up in school, taught him the basics of football, and how to harness his athleticism, putting him on the road to sports stardom. The truth, however, was more complicated. Orr certainly led a hard-knock life growing up, but he also had the smarts, the pluck, and plenty of help from the Tooheys and others to rise above his circumstances. It then goes into a story a little bit, and then says Orr's fortunes actually changed after a friend's father, impressed with Orr's inner drive and focus, introduced him to the principal of a private Christian school in a prosperous Memphis neighborhood. Orr began attending the school in 10th grade, even as his home life remained chaotic. He was a sports prodigy, excelling in track and field, basketball, and football, a game he had studied for years. He began playing football for his new school in 11th grade, quickly establishing himself as one of the nation's top offensive linemen, and college scholarship offers poured in from big-time football programs across the country. Because of his unstable housing situation, Orr
Papa John's new garlic epic stuffed crust pizza.
In it, on it, with it.
Order now on the app for $13.99.
frequently stayed over the homes of his classmates, including the Tooheys, whose children attended the school. The petition says that the Tooheys forged a closer relationship with him once Orr's athletic prowess drew wide attention. They invited him to spend more nights at their spacious Memphis home and took him shopping. Eventually, they asked Orr to move in. They encouraged him to address them as mom and dad and said they planned to adopt him. Orr was delighted with all of that at the time, and he fully trusted the Tooheys. He would then go to play college football at the University of Mississippi, the Tooheys' alma mater. He was a 2-time All-American and the first-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens in 2009. It then says that Mike's relationship with the Toohey family started to decline when he discovered that he was portrayed in the movie as unintelligent. Their relationship continued to deteriorate as he learned that he was the only member of the family not receiving royalty checks from the movie, and it was permanently fractured when he realized he wasn't adopted. Has chafed at how The Blind Side depicted him, saying it hurt his football career and clouded how people viewed him. He He has said that based on the film, some NFL decision makers assumed that he was mentally slow or lacked leadership skills. People look at me and they take things away from me because of the movie, Orr told ESPN in 2015. They don't really see the skills and the kind of player I am. So this story is absolutely wild. I mean, that's a horrible realization for anyone to come to. And some of the stereotypes that were created by the movie was actually found earlier on in this commentary before I read the article. So Orr's right about that. One of the Tuohys would actually go on Barstool Sports, SJ Tuohy, to speak on the lawsuit from Michael Orr's team, and this is what he had to say.
So he had issues, was suing other entities, then finds out that he wasn't technically adopted, but it's a conservatorship, and that's when he puts you guys in the crosshairs.
I'm going to preface by saying that I love Mike at 16. I love Mike at now he's 16 and a half years old, 37, and I love him at 67. So there's not going to be any legal dossier or thing that happens that's going to maybe go like screw that guy. It's not the case. I'll be mad at him. But if he says he learned that in February, I find that hard to believe. I went back to my text today to look at. I was curious today randomly to go back to look at our family group texts and text to see what things have been said. And there were things back in 2020, 2021 that were like, if you guys give me this much, then I won't go public with things. And so I don't know if that's true. I think everyone learned in the past year about the conservatorship stuff because of Britney Spears, so maybe that's the case.
Now, if Orr's looking for some sort of media deal, I'm sure Netflix executives would love to make a documentary on this story, and hopefully it won't be as disappointing as the Johnny football documentary, because they cut a lot from that documentary. But all in all, man, it's really hard to know who to believe here. I mean, it does look very fishy when you look at it from the lens of Michael Orr, and it's truly a terrible realization to come to. So whose side are you on? Do you believe the Tuohys, or do you actually think that Michael Orr was being taken advantage of this whole time? I'd like to hear what you have to say. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Every Smash stage. Every stage in Super Smash Bros. Has a ton of love poured into it, referencing dozens of video games across history down to the smallest details. And as the reference guy, I've been asked for this I don't know how many times. I've always just put it off because it's a big task, but it's also not so big that it would take me years to do it. And I'm finally caving. We're going to tackle this game by game. For the most part, I'm going to focus on just the first version of a stage, how it appeared in its debut game. There will be some exceptions where we talk about upgrades or changes in future appearances, but for the most part, we're going to stick to the first appearance. Okay, enough stalling, here we go. Every single stage in Super Smash Bros. So the first ever stage we'll be talking about is none other than Peach's Castle. This stage is a bit of an oddball. Smash presents the stage as the top of Peach's Castle from Super Mario 64, with a matching tower in the center and the background of the stage being an aerial shot of the castle as a whole. However, there are also plenty of elements that are just kind of thrown together from other levels in the game. The main platform's floor is taken from the lobby of the castle, the bridges from Cool Cool Mountain, and even these Lego blocks from Bowser in the Dark World. The stage also has a bumper hovering left to right as a hazard, though this doesn't really have any basis for Mario 64. Exclusively in Smash 64, a Lakitu will also occasionally fly by, representing the Lakitu who controls the camera in Mario 64. But in all later versions of this stage, this Lakitu is missing. Next up is Donkey Kong's home turf, Congo Jungle, spelled with a C in Smash 64, but changing to being spelled with a K in all future games. Congo Jungle is a stage inspired by the aesthetic of Donkey Kong Country, the soft reboot of the Donkey Kong franchise. As a whole, this stage's elements are taken from the appearance of levels found in Congo Jungle, the first world of the first Donkey Kong Country game, with wooden buildings and platforms being a staple for the levels. The sunset environment for the stage is taken from Orangutan Gang, where this same sunset gradient is used in the background. Congo Jungle also has a barrel with an arrow moving underneath it. Barrels are another staple in Donkey Kong Country with many uses, one of which being to blast the Kongs forward in the direction it's currently facing. This barrel functions similarly by moving side to side and also occasionally rotating. If the player is too low to recover on the stage, they can aim for the barrel and get blasted to the stage by either pressing a button or waiting out the timer. Arrow barrels originate from Donkey Kong Country 2, however, these ironically don't move in their home game. The barrel in Smash likely contains the arrow just to make it easier to determine which direction the barrel is facing. Next, we have the first ever Zelda series stage, Hyrule Castle. This stage is a well-done adaptation of the highest section of Hyrule Castle from Ocarina of Time, which is also the game Link in Smash 64 is based on. The only changes made to this section is giving the middle tower platforms to walk on and raising the far right spire to make it playable. The background for the stage features Death Mountain, a looming volcano that can be seen from nearly everywhere while out in Hyrule. So thematically this works well for the stage, since you would also be able to see Death Mountain in Ocarina of Time. Hyrule Castle also has occasional tornadoes that appear as hazards that spin players caught in them and launch them upward. While this exact function doesn't take place in Zelda games of the era, the recorder in The Legend of Zelda has the ability to summon a tornado and teleport Link to different dungeons, which could possibly be where this is derived from. Our next stage is Planet Zebes from the Metroid series. Planet Zebes is a sort of destroyed cave-style stage, with the notable attribute of having acid as a hazard that regularly rises and falls, forcing the players to change where they fight. Zebes is the planet that both Metroid and Super Metroid take place on, though the stage itself isn't exactly a direct connection to anything specific. Elements of the stage are pulled from Metroid, however. The platform's design is borrowed from some of the tiles found in Norfair. The acid itself is taken from the appearance of acid in Metroid, while the concept of rising acid is taken from Super Metroid, where lava would rise in certain areas of the game. In the background of the stage, you will occasionally see Ridley, pretty much the most popular boss in all of Metroid, and some Wavers, another more common type of enemy. At the bottom of the stage, we can see what appears to be a map, which is likely based on the layout of rooms and hallways found in the Metroid series. This is one of the few stages that has never returned in any capacity in any Smash game, making it a Smash 64 exclusive that was since replaced by a similar stage that we'll talk about in a bit. Next up, we have the only unlockable stage in Smash 64, Mushroom Kingdom. This stage gets its design from Super Mario Bros., with some bits translated into 3D. The foreground features some platforms, POW blocks, bricks, and pipes. The pipes also have piranha plants that occasionally rise out of them, taken straight from the game. You can crouch on these pipes and they will actually allow you to use them to warp, though rather than take you to a new area, it will simply send you to a random pipe elsewhere on the stage. This stage also has the balance lifts, which are not only fully functional, but actually take a character's weight into consideration. Heavy characters make these fall quicker than lighter characters, and if two characters are on each end, the scale will adjust accordingly. This also means that if characters are equal weight, the power lift will be completely balanced. The POW block isn't actually from Super Mario Bros., but rather the arcade Mario Bros., probably just added to throw in some chaos to the stage. In the background, you can see some bullet bills, buzzy beetles, clouds, and mushrooms to all match up with the aesthetic of Super Mario Bros. But you may notice that the 64 version of this stage kind of feels almost like knockoff Mario Bros. In some areas, particularly in the colors of sprites and their proportions to one another. All of this changed in Mushroom Kingdom's only return from 64 in Smash Ultimate. This time around, the stage looks far more uniform size-wise, and moreover, it looks like they straight up ripped the sprites from Super Mario Bros. Rather than recreating everything. So color-wise, it looks closer too. Functionally, however, this stage is essentially the same, with minor background elements really being the only changes. For Mario, we next move to Yoshi and his stage, Yoshi's Island as it's named in Smash 64 and Melee, and Super Happy Tree as it's named in Ultimate. This is naturally Yoshi's home stage in 64, and it has a very arts and crafts type feel to it, which makes sense when we look at its inspiration, Yoshi's story. In this game, the Super Happy Tree is the source of all happiness for the Yoshis, and Baby Bowser steals the Super Happy Tree and turns Yoshi's Island into a picture book. So the Super Happy Tree is in the background of the stage, with the actual stage design being sort of original for Smash. However, aesthetically, it gets its cardboard appearance from the first level of the game, and its more fabric appearance from the second and third levels. There are also clouds that appear over the abyss on the left and right of the stage, and will despawn after a certain amount of time after a player has landed on them. The 64 version of the stage also features message blocks taken from Yoshi's story, though these are in the background of the stage above the clouds and serve no function in Smash.
3, 2, 1, go!
Of the clouds and serve no function in Smash. Next up, we have honestly one of my favorite stages in all of Smash, Dreamland from the Kirby series. This colorful stage is inspired by Green Greens, originally from Kirby's Dreamland, but more based on the appearance from Kirby Superstar. The stage also prominently features Wispy Woods, a giant tree with a face who serves as the first boss of the previously mentioned games. Though he has other attacks in his home game, on this stage he simply blows wind either left or right, pushing players in the respective direction, but dealing no damage. The background of this stage is a very low-quality top-down view of Dreamland, the world from Kirby. Additionally, in the background you can occasionally see either King Dedede or Bronto birds flying across, just for a little ambiance. Our next stage is Sector Z from the Star Fox series. This stage features the Great Fox, Team Star Fox's mothership, traveling through space with debris and missiles flying by on the screen. Occasionally, our wings will fly by during gameplay and fire lasers at players, dealing damage to them. Sector Z is an area of the Lilac system in Star Fox 64, appropriately named because of the Z shape in the area. During the course of Star Fox 64, Team Star Fox heads to Sector Z based on a lead, but gets ambushed, with the Great Fox being threatened by Copperhead missiles. The stage in Smash is a recreation of this level, complete with the background of the stage even being an image of Sector Z from the game. This is yet another stage that did not return in any future Smash games, again being spiritually replaced by another stage with similar inspiration. The final accessible multiplayer stage is none other than Saffron City, repping the Pokemon fighters. This stage sees the players fight atop rooftops of skyscrapers found in Saffron City, the biggest city in Pokemon Red and Blue versions. The main building is Silphco, the site of Team Rocket's takeover at the climax of the game. During the course of battle, the doors on the Silphco building will open up, and a random Pokemon can appear, with a variety of effects. First is Venusaur, who can use Razor Leaf to damage players. Next is Charmander, who can blast out Flamethrower to damage players. Then we have Electrode, who will roll out of the doors, chill for a moment, and then use Explosion, causing massive damage and knockback. Next, Porygon, who simply blasts out at a high speed as a sort of surprise attack. Lastly is Chansey, who instead is a helpful Pokemon. She will spawn an egg that contains an item inside, and additionally she will instead heal players on contact, unlike every other Pokemon on this list, which all deal damage on contact. There are also occasionally Pokemon that fly by in the background, though they all serve no function as a hazard. These Pokemon are Butterfree, Pidgey, Fearow, and rarest of all, the legendary bird Moltres. Now, despite covering all of the accessible multiplayer stages, there are 3 stages in Smash 64 that, for all intents and purposes, should be multiplayer stages. They're all just locked behind single-player modes. So we'll break some rules and we'll briefly talk about these. First, we have what is officially named Dual Zone in Smash 64, but would later become the standard layout for the stage known as Battlefield. This is an original stage to Smash, and in Smash 64 serves as a location for battles against the Fighting Polygon team in the game's one-player mode. And it does fit the style of the Fighting Polygons pretty well. This stage would go on to have a counterpart in every single other Smash game, though this design has never been reused. Instead, the tri-platform and general stage construction has all been the same, with different designs in every entry. The other stage that doesn't exist in 64's multiplayer, but does in future Smash games, is Final Destination. Once again, this is a Smash original design, a completely flat stage. This stage was originally designed as the perfect stage to fight Master Hand, the boss of 64's one-player game, as there are no walls or platforms to aid in avoiding all of his attacks. Final Destination also received versions in all future Smash titles that were actually playable in multiplayer, again, each with their own designs. And the final pseudo-multiplayer stage in Smash 64 is Metacrystal. Metacrystal is kind of a mixture of Smash Original and also inspired by Super Mario 64. This stage was created to better fit the fight against Metal Mario in one-player game, with the inspiration coming from the Cavern of the Metal Cap from Mario 64. In that game, Metal Mario is simply a power-up that Mario can obtain for a short while Smash really was the first game to consider this a fully separate entity from standard Mario. The Cavern of the Metal Cap has all kinds of crystals all over the place leading up to the Metal Cap switch, and this stage in Smash has crystals all over the stage, as well as the background image. Aside from this connection, however, the stage is pretty much an original design for Smash. Unfortunately, this stage has never graduated to full multiplayer stage in any future Smash title, but it felt wrong to leave it out because it does really seem like a multiplayer.
Shut up about Smash Bros.
This story is...
So if you like classic... Touchdown Patriots! On your phone! Now, print money... There's suitors in the game for Dalvin Cook. We know the New England Patriots are interested. We'll visit the New York Jets over the weekend.
Everybody knows I'm the victim in the situation. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
We've been making a lot of content on running backs in the NFL. And there's one in particular that's always fascinated me, And it seems like there's some information that is coming back up that could potentially jeopardize this man's career.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And down by a field goal, they'll take over
$1,000 between 5 subscribers that turn on their notifications on this channel. Now that we get all that out of the way,
now Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
It's been so bad that they decided to hop into a Zoom call to figure out what they can do to help their situation. My personal favorite part about this entire running back fiasco is Saquon Barkley. I mean, this man was quite literally offered
and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
Contract extension. Down. He then demanded to get paid $14 million annually for Giants. Afterwards, Saquon Barkley said, "Okay, well, can I have the original offer back?" And the Giants said,
"Nope, that's off the table now."
Then they said that they were tagging Saquon Barkley, and he wrote about the holdout. But in the end, Saquon signed a 1-year, $11 million contract. Leverage. It's unfortunate. But another situation
some good
that's
games
just
around the league here early in week 1, and this one's
case
shaping
of
up to be as good as any of them.
Dalvin Cook was for a consequence of the fact that his head coach Kevin O'Connell was there.
These two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time, unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just a play they wanted to get him out into open space and try to get him the football. As you mentioned,
injury when it matters the most. Just a couple of games before the Super Bowl,
it's so close. He
gets it to the offense. Kevin O'Connell was consistent to see that. He also saw Sean McVay have significantly more success when he built an offense around Cooper Kupp as opposed to its running back. And ultimately, that resulted in Sean McVay.
Again, he'll drop the throw. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots.
Over the past 4 years,
already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Pats have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Although you could make an argument that
and Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone.
But one thing that Dalvin Cook was able to do was play the full slate of games this past year.
So the Patriots coming out now.
How did the Minnesota Vikings
defense force the turnover on downs? They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from the inbound times. They've got work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving,
who knows how many more years of productivity Dalvin Cook has. Dalvin Cook has been a free agent ever since. He has been as incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner.
DeAndre Hopkins is having trouble finding his
He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Meanwhile, Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
Miami because he went to college in Florida. Man was born in Miami, Florida. Jones. You'll get to go home and you'll be
looking right side. He's got a man.
A little block to the back.
Here he'll be brought down very shy of the 35 or the 36.
Or maybe he goes to the Buffalo Bills and he teams up with the other
accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense back.
The Patriots were interested, but ended up not going through with it. Going into this month, there was no doubt in anyone's mind. The number one contender to sign Dalvin Cook was the New York Jets, but they didn't jump on the opportunity to sign Dalvin Cook immediately. Why? That Breece Hall and Michael Carter gave back when Ezekiel Elliott stated that he was interested in signing with the Jets back in March. I don't necessarily think that would be the case. Bear in mind, this was also before the Aaron Rodgers trade became official. Well, one of two scenarios at play here. The first one being a huge threat that was thrown in the fact that a part of Dalvin Cook's history, one that we covered on this channel a little bit years ago, touchdown. Heard. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer. There's information about touchdown.
And the Patriots are closing in on a winning start to the year.
Typically, we only get one side of the story. In this particular instance, it seems as though we are getting multiple sides to the story. We're getting what Dalvin Cook wants to believe. We're also getting what his ex-girlfriend wants to believe. So I'm going to just read both of them to you, and honestly, I'm not really going to take a side on this. You guys can determine for yourself. Originally in November 2021, the original report stated that Dalvin Cook
now a play fake here on first down.
Minnesota Vikings at the
time. We'll get that one to Carter complete.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
So on the evening of November 19th, 2020, U.S. military sergeant First Class Grayson Trimble broke into the home of Dalvin Cook and assaulted him. Yes, Sergeant Trimble and her attorney are now attempting to extort him for millions of dollars. While Mr. Cook and Sergeant Trimble had a short-term
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Back to throw again.
Repeatedly attempted to
this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in places where you shouldn't. And it's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
When an intruder enters your home, you have the right to defend yourself in your family.
This throw caught left side. Now inside the 25.
Almost a year ago, November 19th, Sergeant Trimble unlawfully and without the
splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots use the big play to extend their fourth quarter
garage door opener. Upon entry into the residence, Sergeant Trimble immediately and without provocation physically assaulted Mr. Cook and maced Mr. Cook directly in the eyes and then maced two house guests. While Mr. Cook was trying to alleviate the burning of his eyes from the mace, Sergeant Trimble sprayed a second round of mace in his face and then proceeded to arm herself with a firearm. Sergeant Trimble forced Mr. Cook and his guests
we gotta have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Hours during
the
Eagles
going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Sergeant Trimble was knocked to the ground and
here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Damage to Mr. Cook's property. Sergeant Trimble broke numerous laws on the evening of November 20, the better part of the year.
Receiver complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Was the result of Sergeant Trimble's own conduct. Roughly a year ago, someone unlawfully entered Cook's house. The female who did it is a sergeant in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close in his home. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend. The invader then allegedly tried to extort Cook for millions of dollars, claiming that she suffered injury during the course of the attack that she allegedly initiated. Because she allegedly entered Cook's house illegally, he had the right to defend himself, as authorized by Minnesota's version of the Castle Doctrine. Litigation per Hiller has not been commenced, but it's still in the process of being initiated. No criminal complaints have been filed in connection with the incident. So this report is about 2 years old, and what's unique about this story is you actually get Graceland Trimble's side of the story, and her rebuttal, 5'5", and alleges that Dalvin Cook assaulted and falsely imprisoned her. He claims that she attacked him. Now here are the pictures she filed as exhibits to her Dakota County civil lawsuit. She says she suffered a concussion, cuts and bruises. I don't know if I could really show you guys this image. I'll leave it in my Instagram story or at the very least on the reel. According to the lawsuit, Cook and Trimble met on a Florida beach in 2018 and began an off and on and sometimes rocky relationship. Trimble flew to Minnesota on November 19th to break up with Cook and get her things from his Inver Grove Heights home. She entered through the garage, grabbing mace she stored there on her way in. Trimble claims in the filing that Cook got angry when she asked for his help in gathering her things. Cook grabbed her arm and slung her whole body over the couch, slamming her face into the coffee table and causing her lower forehead and the bridge of her nose to bust open. He attempted to spray the mace at Cook, but he overpowered her, and the mace went into her eyes. She went to shower when she was allegedly assaulted again. Then Trimble went into the bedroom, grabbed Cook's gun, and called her friend. According to the lawsuit, Cook overheard her and threatened her and beat her with a broomstick. The next morning, when Cook took her to the airport, Trimble covered her injuries with a hooded sweatshirt, sunglasses, and a face mask. On November 25th in Florida, when she saw sought treatment for her injury, she told medical personnel that she had been in an ATV accident. She learned that she had a concussion along with several deep cuts and bruising. Trimble would also release these text messages with Dalvin Cook, where Dalvin Cook said, "I know what I did can't be rewind, but I just want you to know I'm sorry. I love you so much despite you thinking I don't or never did, but I do. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And if you want to go to the police, I respect that. I'll take my punishment for what I did." Her response was, "Dalvin, my face is so messed up. I probably won't be able to go to see my family for Thanksgiving." Dalvin responded, allegedly, "And I'm sorry for that, but the situation got out of hand from the jump. Can you come back to me?" Then she sent additional pictures of herself. So there's two sides to this story, and given my history of sometimes not getting this correct, I'm going to let you guys decide which side you want to take here. What I can say is there is a chance that Dalvin Cook could get suspended in the future for this, which was holding some teams back from giving him a long-term contract. Now, the second could be, and this is just given how the day went, about 2 hours before this news broke, we had breaking news that former Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott officially agreed to a deal with the New England Patriots. That deal was for about 1 year and $6 million. We officially got word about an hour and a half later from Ian Rappaport that the New York Jets are signing former Vikings halfback Dalvin Cook. Sources tell Ian and Tom Pelissaro. The top free agent available, the Jets add another weapon for new QB Aaron Rodgers and company as the New York Jets load up. The worst secret is no longer a secret. Dalvin is a New York Jet. The deal is reported to be 1 year and $8.6 million. Now, this is fantastic value. Bear in mind, this isn't $8.6 million guaranteed. It could be worth up to $8.6 million. When you take a look at the New York Jets offense, they have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook at running back. At wide receiver, they have Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Mecole Hardman, Corey Davis, and Randall Cobb. And at tight end, they have CJ Uzoma, Tyler Conklin, and Jeremy Rucker. The defense speaks for itself, and probably my favorite part about all of this is the fact that we're going to get to see Dalvin Cook officially sign with the New York Jets on Hard Knocks within the next week. So obviously this is a home run. I think this could save Dalvin Cook's career. On top of that, this could be something that gives running back some hope, considering the fact that he's getting paid a 1 year, $8.6 million contract, which is about $3 million less than Saquon Barkley, despite Dalvin Cook being 2 years older than Saquon Barkley. We'll keep you guys posted on this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about the situation. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike. I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.
Can you take us back in time and tell us what happened in the 2023 Clashversary?
Our team's got the dad's huge plans for the next century.
Bully. Yes. My boy, the other half of the greatest duo on the internet. That is right. Let me tell you, I found something on Twitter. It's called Today Years Old. Kind of like how I was today years old when I found this. All right? Okay, let's go. First one. Today I learned about the Arabian sand boa. It looks like a child's best effort at drawing a snake. Its eyes are on the top of its head. That is a real snake. It looks derpy as shit. It looks like a kindergartner high on acid drew these. Got a few extra chromies, you know what I mean? Hey guys, you wanna go fishing? I was today years old when I found out that the Krusty Krab was actually a lobster trap. I was not today years old, I already knew that. I knew this one, but it's still, there's gonna be someone out there that had no idea. You know how crazy it is with like trash can bags? You gotta like flip it out and put it in and all that shit? Look at this. Yeah. Boom. Done. Ready?
No way.
Boom. Too easy. How crazy is that?
Just a simple life hack, not that big of a deal.
Just little things that I would never think to do in my day-to-day life, but shit that would just make it easier. Like, ready? Check this out. The little ketchup things, in and out. She's like, okay, cute little ketchup, okay. Did you know that?
No, I'm from Australia. I've been in and out one time.
True, but because you're in Australia, this will be good for you. One thing about flies is that they can't see shades of brown. All you need is the palm of your hand and a brown colored napkin, and you slowly creep up on them fly, and you'll be able to get it every time. Ready?
You think? That's cap, bro. For real. That's cap.
Nah. You don't put the rope in the back. What?
Take it out.
Wait, I have robes. What do you mean you don't?
Ah.
What?
Why the fuck didn't anyone ever tell me this?
That's
You don't
real?
wrap it around yourself. You wrap it through the 2 little holes and that's it.
Well, then why do they have the strap in the back?
I don't know.
You know what? Kind of cool. Everything is a lot.
They don't actually fold the towels when they display them. I've seen this picture. You're showing me things that we're supposed to learn today.
I'm learning today.
I have already learned it because I have a big brain.
I trust people. Is that my problem? Okay, old bananas. Yeah, gross.
Fresh bananas. Fresh nannies.
What are you doing?
Tying up the stem.
Nah, no shot.
I call bullshit on that, dude. Putting your ice cream Ben & Jerry's cup inside of a coffee cup so you don't freeze your hands.
Huh.
You know what? There is a solution to this narrative.
What's that?
You can just put the ice cream in a fucking bowl.
No, that's too complicated.
You could scoop it outside, out of the cup and put it in a bowl.
People like to eat Ben & Jerry's out of the carton, Molly.
You could also put it
We
on
do.
an ice cream cone. That works as well.
You could do what they did and took the Ben & Jerry's ice cream and put it in a mug.
This one, kind of mid. This is a mid life hack.
This is amazing. This is the greatest. No, you cannot knock this. You cannot. This was my entire middle school. This is what everybody was fucking doing.
I never did this.
Are you, bro? You put like little skull candy headphones right here, then you wear your hoodie and you string it, and then like whenever you'd be like stuck on a question, you just be like this. You'd be like,
I had to wear a fucking uniform, bro. I didn't wear no clothes to school. We didn't get to wear hoodies.
Your tongue knows exactly how everything you look at will feel. I don't like that.
Imagine licking a football, everyone. In the comments, type what it tastes like.
I can feel it on my palm. I don't like that. That is some weird black magic shit. That's some wizardry at work. I hate that. What is a little known but obvious fact that will immediately make us all feel stupid? Percentages are reversible. 8% of 25 is the same as 25% of 8, and one of them is much easier to do in your head.
I'm dumb, bro. I can't even comprehend what that sentence just says.
Wait, can you really? Hold on.
Hey Siri, what is 8% of 25? 2. Hey Siri, what is 25% of 8? 2. Whoa, what the
What the
Oh my god. Okay.
Whoa. It's like Bogan,
You don't have to hold the nail.
Welcome to Madden Cast, and it's the start of a new season.
Surely not.
It's pumped for his boy Cap. He had a great rookie debut.
No.
That's right, RC. My favorite rookie. Didn't take long to prove that he is an impact player.
Prove what? It was one game.
It's like changed forever.
Just say
The amount of times I've hit my fingers doing this shit, and I could have just did that.
No, but you're missing the point of using your hands. If you use your hand to the nail, you can put it exactly where it needs to go.
Okay.
Whereas, like, if you do it that way.
Same thing with that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, if you mark where you want to go, you can just go.
Good luck trying to hit it on the first go, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wait, no, you're right. No, I get it. I see where you're coming from.
It's a Madden Cast, and it's the start of a new season.
Wait.
I haven't watched either of these shows, but that is the same house.
That's right, RC.
Hey, babe, you're gonna want to see this. Where?
Didn't take long to prove that he is an
Hocus
impact player.
Pocus and Friends. It's the same shit.
Have you even watched these shows, Narrator?
Well, one is a movie and one's a show.
There you go.
No, he doesn't.
No.
I know what Friends is. I've never watched it, and no, I don't. I've never.
But he did have an excellent debut. For more on Cap down the road,
Uncultured
tune in
British
to Madden.
bit
Uncultured, bro.
and Australian bit.
That's pretty simple.
You knew about this?
Yes, Narrator. I worked in a kitchen for like 10 years.
That's so easy though. That's so good.
Why do you have so many TikToks up there?
That's another video, Molly. That's another video that we're doing later on.
Always cut your dates inside to see if there's mold. We just bought these dates from Costco, and they all have mold.
Molly, is that actually mold or is that just it's a dark magic leaking out of that date, bro?
I don't know. I don't think it's toxic to you though. I think you still eat it.
You didn't tell me crabs just helicopter themselves around. Wait, what?
Woo! Swimming. Oh my god!
Bro, what do you mean? I had no idea crabs could fly.
That makes sense because, I always thought, like, when I looked at a crab, like, man, it must take them ages to get around.
Yeah.
They can swim.
They just go to town.
Helicopter! Nail clippers have a safe mode. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so that's how you do it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So, like, I knew, like, when you buy it from the store, they come like that.
Fact or cap right now. I have nail clippers.
Okay.
So apparently you have to slide this part forward.
Yep. And it should lock them.
It doesn't lock.
It doesn't lock?
The slide forward. Maybe I got cheap ones. I don't know. They don't lock. Cap! Bullshit!
They call that bullshit. I don't know about you, Molly. I hate this shit with rugs. At the very corner, they're always little flipping. They're always flipping off. God damn.
This is how you fix your carpet that never wants to stay flat. Put some ice cubes right at the corner. Put the cup there. Hold it down. Now let that melt.
Hey.
Oh,
It's now melted.
Look at wetting it. Yeah,
just wetting it.
You don't need ice cubes. You can literally just wet it. But as soon as it dries, it curls back up again. You nerd. Rabbit!
Wait. When rabbits can swim? How good are they at swimming?
I've never seen a rabbit in water before.
This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to get
I assume like any animal that's like that, dogs, cats, rabbits, they can all swim. But when have you ever seen a rabbit swim?
I've never seen a rabbit swim.
Look at that! Its little ears go back! Watch him!
Hold on, I need to become the claw.
Why did he go in the water though? I don't understand. He just went out, turned around and come back in.
I think it's just hot. It's a hot day. Did you know the lines on a solo cup are measurement marks?
No way. I usually pour my spirits up to that one line, bro.
Liquor is right at the bottom. That's 1 ounce. Wine is 5, and then beer is 12. No.
Nah.
Way.
I don't believe that for a second.
There are so many college kids that have gotten plastered because they didn't know it. Never seen an octopus egg. Oh my god! And there it goes. Okay, so he's just like in a little space pod, and then. All right, got color now. Let's go.
Whoop. Oh my god!
This is like an alien.
I didn't even know octopuses had eggs.
Neither did I.
I was today's when I realized this is a hooker. This is from Toy Story.
Oh my god!
But I already knew that.
This right here, the way I'm wearing it,
yeah,
is the wrong way. A lot of y'all, 99% of people that have neck pillows, trying to put this button on. Wear it the wrong way. I don't need to put the button on. You're supposed to wear it like this.
What?
Why? Right?
Women's Bathroom. Up to 90% off. Come and shop on Temu now.
Oh, is it her? Ma'am?
Going
from the...
What?
Why?
Right? And then into my tails one, you're supposed to wear it like this. They're like, well, what's going to be supporting my neck? How about the freaking chair? The chair. That's there. Every time you put it right here, what's going to support your front? You doing that. Check this out. You can do that anyway. You don't need the neck pillow, man. You're supposed to put it right here so it protects any time you fall. It's right. That's how you use the neck pillow. All right? Stop using neck pillows the wrong way. People always like, I can't sleep because you ain't comfortable. I know, bro. I got the damn science. I got this neck pillow, headphones, eye cover face baggy, mask face the eyes. Cover eye faces.
The cover eye face. What's it called? The cover eye face. Eye face covers. I'm kind of mad. I literally got off a plane today, and I wore it wrong. I wore it wrong, Molly. Grown me just realized you could add foil to a AAA when you need a AA. Oh shit! There you go.
Wait, it happens with batteries like that, bro.
Way that shit works.
I mean, it probably does work, but I just wouldn't trust it, you know?
Like, you're gonna be sitting there watching Bluey, and then all of a sudden it's gonna blow up in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You'd be watching Bluey, dude. You're not gonna believe it. As an Australian, I don't watch that shit. Nah, dude. I've seen Titanic a million times, and only just now, while I'm sick at home, realized how fake the scene is. How fake is the scene?
The toys.
It's
oh my god.
fake as fuck.
Oh my god.
Bro, they're not toys. It's like a video game cutscene.
It's like the worst CGI ever. Someone in the comments, go watch Titanic and find that scene. Tell us in the comments down below if it's actually real or not, because that would be terrible. Okay, this dude, love this dude, because this is all he does.
Ever since learning how to properly pour soda into a cup, I no longer can pour soda regularly anymore. At this point, now all you have to do is adjust this to the middle and tip this upside down.
Holy shit.
What?
And it pours it perfectly. There's no overfizz, there's no overflow. This doesn't touch the can.
What?
It empties out the cup completely. And I'm not going to lie to you, it's the best thing ever.
Molly? Not real? Do you have a soda or like something like that you can test this? Because I don't have any soda in my house. I need to know this answer. I need to know.
A few minutes later.
All right, Molly.
I have got what is needed to debunk this theory. I have a can of Coke.
Okay.
And a cup.
All you gotta do is pop the top on that Coke, make sure it's in the middle, just the middle. And then what you're gonna do, you're just gonna pour that in that glass. Ready?
I'm scared. I'm scared to get drink everywhere.
Ready? Go. No shot. No shot. No! The way that works!
Okay, well, this cup holds a little bit more Coke than what was in the can, but it's true. That's so cool. It's true.
Charles Atwin's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line.
This is apparently a Louisiana headache cure.
Yeah, I think.
Nana's cure.
Oh, look at it. Ooh,
That's Nana's cure, bro.
Ooh, look at it. Look at it.
Awareness
what are we looking at?
Because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now Jones, open man right side is
what the fuck are they talking about?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
Give him a bottle of water and some codeine. Tell him to have a nap. That's a headache cure.
As we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
He's overeating.
Why are they saying damn for?
Throwing Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots
I mentioned
finish the drive off with 6 points.
You're telling me for 4 years struggling day in and day out to build.
He sounds like he's from Texas.
Doing this the whole time.
Yep.
You telling me after 4 years of struggling day in and day out?
Hold on now.
Hold on now, got the garlic. Holy shit.
Goddamn. Wait, whoa, actually, that's...
Grab me some soda. Tested out proper way to pour soda. It was overfill.
It's actually pretty good. It's actually a good way to do it.
I'll be back.
We're debunking shit. I love this.
Man, it is your big day.
Wait, you have this.
We're going to back up
garlic.
So back on the field come the Pats.
All right, supposedly if you just pop it in, pull it out.
Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game.
It didn't work how the video suggested. Hold on.
Pull it out.
It's a measuring stick game with a
Yeah,
little
it just
extra
breaks
intrigue.
apart.
No, I don't know how they did it. That's bullshit.
It doesn't work. I'm telling you. I tried it just then.
There's going to be some people in the comments that be like,
I did it first try.
Something you learned that absolutely blew your freaking mind.
Fruit roll-ups were originally made to go with ice cream here. Where's the reaction?
Still on his feet. Inside the 20. And they're into the end zone. It's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
They become crunchy. So then it's like and then you bite into the actual snack itself. If you roll up, then melts in your mouth. I'll show you.
Brutal. So take away the long touchdown. Cruel game sometimes.
It's because it's cold and it sets. That's why it goes crunchy.
What we're going to do is we're going to put a scoop of cold ice cream.
That's why it goes crunchy. Because it sets. It's sugar.
And then fold it out.
cool though.
There's a reaction that happens when it gets cold. It'll turn crunchy again, like almost in seconds. I'm going to try it and see how it tastes.
That's cool though.
It's because it's cold. I'll be back.
And there's some tongue tattoos that you
I'm joking. I don't have fruit roll.
I was like, bro, what? You got that shit.
If you came back with fruit roll and ice cream.
You know what? There was some certain stuff in here that I knew, certain stuff that was new to me. Apparently, I need to get out more. Oh, Molly, what'd you...
If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones thrown to Parker, complete on the throw.
I'm sorry, it's been a while. I'm excited to see you. Wow. Hi. Hi. Hello. You look so cute. Look at you. So, Josh, it's been a long time, but we are here to do some military tiki-talk.
Yes! If there's one thing that I know, it's military and guns. Being Australian,
Oh, yeah.
I sure do know lots about them. Like, for instance, your shirt, I noticed, has all of the different size gun bullets. You've got the big one. Well, you got the small one. Oh, sorry, you got the... Right, we're out of sync here.
I know it's kind of flipped reverse for you, but it says size numbers.
No, I see it. I see the right way around. I don't like the way you look. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that. That was just up immediately. I'm about to...
Anyway, so we're just gonna react to some funny little military TikTokies, and if you got any questions, answer them. Life as an armorer, part 1.
What's an armorer?
Usually an armorer is the guy that takes care of all of the weapons and all of the attachments and stuff like that. So like, we'll go shoot, we'll bring our weapons back, we'll clean them, and then hand them to him. If he's cool, he'll just take them.
Yeah.
If he's a dick, he'll be like, not clean, just throw them back at you, and make you stay late. Take an ass. Here we go.
312, 313, 314, 315, 316, 317.
Doing a count.
Are those real guns? 320.
Yep.
321, 322. Raw, Sergeant.
You get the countdown?
Yes, Sergeant, I am.
All right, let's go.
3. Okay, I don't need to know about military to know what happened there. Just count up.
First of all, I don't know what that is.
They look like they've just put like a suit on a mentally challenged person in this shot here in particular. He's got the spastic mo, you know, like the spastic mo there. It's like fully grown and stuff. The long sleeves. He's got like the shrink's happy posture.
Yeah, he's smiling.
I'm kind of hoping that there's like a cute lady drill sergeant who like maybe wants to like go get a drink, get a latte, do, like pedicure stuff.
Maybe
like,
some yoga.
Yeah.
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 Oh shit! What is that on your face? You a whole goddamn pedophile!
That should put out themselves.
Yeah, me too. Oh, here we go. Great military insults.
Who the hell do you think you are picking on my squad car? Think you can break our rules and just walk away? We're supposed to wet our pants over your dress blues and your goddamn colorisms. Why don't you read that file here sometime, hero? Check the dates. It's ancient fucking history. You know, one of these Saturday nights you're gonna be puking blood in some alley. You're gonna look up, you're gonna see me standing there. Then we'll see. Keep dreaming, shitball. You're gonna pay full price, Rummy. I don't give any fucking serviceman's discount. Too bad your old lady does.
My dad used to have the exact same conversation with me every birthday.
Just like that?
Yeah, broken inside.
I mean, if you want, Father's Day's coming up. I'll get you something nice, man.
Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
I don't know why that's so weird. Let's go to the next video. It's strange. Oh my god. How the f*** are they... What is it? This is... Okay, whatever.
Minions!
Minions military, let's do it.
Allow me to show you what is good, what is bad.
Luca. Bueno.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's pretty much like real life.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh no. Oh, my poor LT. Oh, my heart. Well, all right, I'll explain this. I'll explain this after we watch it. Ready?
Me is straight. North to me is wherever I'm going straight. That's where it throws me off.
So you think north is just straight?
Or up.
And you think west is left?
Never eat shredded wheat, yes.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Understand why we have north, east, south, west, and we have left, right, up, down. What's the point?
That dude's chin.
First of all,
incredible.
Yes, can cut diamond.
Yeah.
Lieutenants are people who, like, essentially just graduated college. They are notorious at getting lost in the woods or any kind of land navigation.
Right.
They don't know how to read a map. They say they do. They never do. We always lose them for about an hour. And then we have to go look for them. And there's the saying that is, you can't spell lost without LT.
So essentially the military is just getting college kids and setting them loose in the forest.
Oh my god, yeah. No, that's... Oh, you're gonna have me thinking about that.
He looks like a family character.
Bro, Quagmire be jealous of that. The Crimson Chin himself is quaking in his red booties.
But Ashton Kutcher got his Jordan branch from. They just carved off of that dude when they were
Being in the military is wild.
This makes me feel uncomfortable. What are they doing in there? Alright, is there a bug in there? If there's a bug in there, I'm out.
No.
If there's a bug in there, I'm fucking out.
No, it's probably got a lot of, like, pus or something like that.
Anyone find people are dropping stuff like that in someone's ear? Especially with gloves? If something comes out, I'm out. I'm telling you.
He's probably got earwax, man. Yeah, pull it out. Earwax.
Why? This is like the biggest reason I have to not join the American military so far.
Spiders?
Spiders
rolling in your ear. You're making little love children in your lobes.
Spiders.
Makes it 10 years easier. You're actually making it work.
Oh, come on, guys. Give that.
At least it's not like the Australian spiders. They'll like set up a condo inside your ear.
Well, I was about to say the Australian spiders wouldn't fit in the ear.
You have to chew the ear off actually to get inside.
Yeah, most of it, yeah. Oh, 100%. When washing the trucks goes terribly wrong, all right. First of all, I didn't know that long ponytail was regulation anymore. That's crazy. The trucks goes terribly wrong.
Oh. Holy crap. How high powered is that?
Oh, first of all, what a shot.
Yeah, I've been in that position many times.
Yeah.
There's nothing like having a girl who says they can handle it, and then obviously they handle your hose. I handle the hose. They get it everywhere. The cameraman,
The floor, and somehow the ceiling. Just learn how to control hoses better. Come on, everyone.
with both hands.
Your body. Sometimes your thighs.
Put that ponytail away, or put it in the hand. Anyway.
Part 2.
Ooh, we love sequels.
Ooh, part 2 of an...
That doesn't happen.
Yeah, do better.
They armor a part 2.
Yup.
Look at that ridiculous little window.
Hey, yo, armor!
What is that, a drive-through window?
Yeah.
You can even fit a KFC bucket through that thing.
You can only fit the weapon through, that's it. That's all it is.
What a ridiculous little window.
They have their own little window.
Look, just because it's a small opening doesn't mean that you can't have fun with it, though.
That's true. That's true. A lot of fun things go in and out of that.
Yes.
What? Hey, yeah, I'm coming back from duty. I'm here to turn in my rifle.
All right, all the procedures, bring it in.
Visually inspected.
Muzzle out!
What the
All right.
Muzzle that way.
Ah.
Yup. Ready?
Clean, right? Go back and fucking clean it. Are you shitting me? I haven't even fucking shot this thing.
Is that pretty accurate?
He's 100% accurate.
Really?
That is, yeah, because you don't want, heaven forbid, rules exist for a reason. I guarantee at some point there was somebody who forgot that there was a round in the chamber and was just, here's my weapon, and probably freaking indeed. So, that's why obviously you always point it. Normally you don't ever point your barrel at somebody, and that's bad. But in this scenario, there's a loaded.
It's the armorer, like, window, you know what I mean? Soldiers.
Yeah.
It's not like an Iraq family home. You don't just go pointing barrels and windows and waving them around in there. Come on, guys.
You don't just kick the door down and scream, "Where's your oil?"
Yeah.
Right?
Come on now.
Figure it out.
You told me, like, if the military was attacking my house and they came around to my bedroom window and stuck their gun through it, I'd my finger in there and said, it's not clean, take it back. They would just reflexively grab it and go,
Dude, honestly, that would probably at least be one person that would be like, oh shit,
It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Americans come raiding your home, Josh. Just be like, hey, no.
Yeah, it's going to Waco Fest. It's going to be awesome.
I've seen this one. This would be the... So I've seen this one. This would be the greatest job. Look at how much fun this man's having. Welcome to basic. Yeet.
Oh, what the...
Welcome, everyone. Yeet. All right, next person. How are you, brother? I wouldn't do that to you. You what?
Oh, shit. What the hell? Dude turned bullying into a career. This is exactly what Elon Musk does to his employees at Christmas. I'd imagine it's something like, I love being a billionaire. Nightmare. I'm a meme lord. You, Terry. What military is this? Vietnam?
I don't know, actually. What military is that? Let me look at the patch. Someone find out that, I mean, I know it's grainy. That kind of looks like a freaking anime patch. But then, like, look at this. Everyone's just laughing. He's having a great time.
Give a bus.
He's like, go ahead, boss. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that one looked painful, though. No.
Yeah, my man's like, I've made a terrible mistake. Oh, Marines. Oh, love these guys. These are the knuckle draggers, the super, we can do anything we want, but we're not very smart.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
they using chocolate guns? Is it Easter?
Those are just practice guns. Those are usually what you use, like, when you learn about, number one, how to hold them, but then also if they go through, like, self-defense classes.
Okay.
So if you want, like, disarm and,
Yeah, I know close quarters.
They just found the mother load, though. They're just being stupid.
That's what, so they're having Mexican standoff constantly. Are they fun, those little plastic guns? Those plastic guns are actually what police use here.
They don't pew-pew, they just...
No, they literally just have, like, the chocolate plastic guns. Just to look threatening.
Just now, pardon this, because it might be a Australian stereotype. Do they boomerang the pistols? And then, does it come back?
Only the Aboriginal police do. The white ones never throw them like that.
They need to step it up in these streets.
Something deeply wrong with my country.
Yeah. So this next one, our military is a joke.
Grenade?
Oh my god. Okay. Pull the pin. There you go. Now throw it.
Frag out. What the f was that? Was she pulling a pin or peeling a potato?
And we didn't have this super high wall bunker shit either. What is that? Why are they getting all the good shit? We had 4 pieces of wood stacked on top of each other, and then we had to like lay out, like as soon as we throw it, lay down, or we die.
Dude, becoming a classic veteran military dad.
Yeah, back in my game.
Yeah, back in my day was so much harder. We had to craft our own beds from rabbit coats and wood, and we had to grow the trees for the wood and stay out there and wait till they grew. Is his name He-Speed?
God damn it. Oh my god. If that's his real last name, that's amazing. That's usually something that we would call, be like, when you want to grab somebody's attention. Like if someone's doing something kind of up, you just be like, hey, High-Speed, what are you doing?
What? Just nothing, Sergeant. Nothing. Sorry.
This is now offensive.
No, the fuck it's not.
You don't even know what he's saying?
No, it's not.
What's offensive?
What he's doing is called knife hand.
Okay.
Like if someone's really getting your shit,
like stop showing off the chocolate pistols, sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Stop eating the ammunition.
Now offensive. We can no longer use the knife hand. We have to wait. This is offensive. Yeah. What is this? What is this supposed to be? I'm like the airbender with this. You're gonna take away my power. It's pointing with disrespect. So what we're gonna do is the pinky pointer. No more knife hand. It is now the pinky pointer.
What?
How am I supposed to?
Hold up. This does not seem ironic to anyone else. An institution that is basically entirely built around defending and basically shooting as many people in the face as efficiently and quickly as possible is worried about offending people with hand movements.
Fuck. Thank you.
Is that not the least offensive thing that they probably are trained to do?
Dude, I don't get it.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. Is it? This is Twitter's fault somehow. I know it.
God damn it. I'm going to blame Twitter on this. Like this. How is this?
Yeah.
It's less offensive. You can try it, if your soldiers keep messing up, maybe use another finger. Back to the pointer. No. Pointer's just as aggressive sometimes. Humongously disrespectful. The pointers? Yep. Pointer's just as disrespectful as the knife hand, so we're no longer allowed to point. You gotta use your pinky because it's culturally appropriate these days.
See, that's the thing. I know this is a joke.
Oh, that's
a joke.
I can see that happening.
I can actually see that happening, and that, honest to God, makes me scared for our military.
Turkish didn't invent the karate chop just for you guys to replace with a pinky point.
Ooh, first sergeant. All right, what we got?
That they have an adequate amount of sleep as well. Make sure that they get full
9 hours? Continuous? 14 Wait. Hold on, wait. Maybe they're not doing skits.
What, is this a thing that's just come in or something? You just discovered
maybe legally They're only supposed to give you 4 hours of sleep, and there's nothing in there that says it has to be continuous. So they can be like, rest for an hour, get back up, rest for another hour, 3 hours later, get back up.
So they can make you do 4 hours over the entire 24-hour period.
Oh yeah,
it's basically training you to be YouTubers. You're such a good YouTuber.
No wonder the transition was so smooth.
Yeah, you've already been trained on like those clean, high-stress situations, being abused and insulted constantly. That's pretty much a YouTuber.
Army says soldiers entitled to 7 hours shut-eye per night. No way, man.
You're literally going to be that veteran who's like, back in my day,
Twitter actually said it best, Josh. They said I am essentially now a dad without a kid. I'm complaining about the youth, complaining about my past. I'm really in the lawn care right now.
You've been doing dad jokes for like ever. So
years.
You already got that. Is that Elon Musk in the military? It's like a level 4 helmet from PUBG.
Truth be told, Josh, they're really great pillows.
What, beer cans?
No, the helmet.
Oh.
Yeah, having it on your head so long, you lay down on rocks anywhere and go, all right, take 5. You just go,
nice.
Waking up on Monday morning. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. No, wait. It's not nighttime. No, it's not nighttime. No. You better wake up, Battle! Oh, you're done.
Oh, shit. I'm assuming that waking up late is pretty bad in the military.
Yeah. Because every morning, all of us will meet at troop, and they will take accountability, just like school. Like they'll mark off who's here and who isn't. And if for some reason you're not there, they need like written reasons why you're not there, like full receipts, everything.
Do they come and search for you and stuff?
Oh yeah.
So an incomplete pass.
Oh yeah. Have you ever like been woken up by people being like, "Where the f*** are you?" Really? Is it like the sergeant?
I only did it once, and
once enough.
Dude, once is enough. Because in the room, like where we live in our barracks, we each have our own room key. No one else can get in. But there's a master room key that staff duty has. The scariest thing is to wake up and go. And just seeing your NCO hovering over you like this, your room is trashed.
Oh, they crash it while you're asleep, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they wake you up and go like,
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here.
You know that little piece of paper that can essentially the rest of your life after you get out?
What paper is that?
Article 15.
Oh, in the newspaper. What is Article 15? Tell me.
Article 15 is a piece of paper that you get if you royally fuck up. And if you get so many of those, then you can get dishonorably discharged out of the military. Oh, no, this is just easy.
Military funny moments, Judge. Just a laugh and react.
Yes, Leia, look at him go. Yeah. Whoa, what the T-Rexes?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Right back to Henry.
Walls.
Yeah. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing
He's done a
down.
jet.
Even
There you
with a
go.
3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep
This is
taking
literally
their
us. With a Red Bull.
Oh my god, people are having a lot of fun on these jets.
Oh, yeah. The guys mopping in the rain, brother. I've done that multiple times.
Light up defensively. I mean, as a
Getting
linebacker,
tased.
that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your third grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Holy shit.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones.
Let's go.
Open man down the field is Henry. He's got room at the 30.
Launch it out, brother.
Taken down at the 26.
Hell yeah.
That one good for 37 yards.
Gotta call in those planes, Brad. Let's do it.
They've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue
I'm telling
to
you,
take
the people who
advantage.
call in planes have like the most fun job.
That was awesome. Why don't they show those sort of military videos when they're trying to get young kids to join the military? That makes it seem like it's like a big rom-com with like Cameron Diaz and Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Everyone's like dancing, doing silly faces and stuff. Everyone was like, hooray! Like jumping in snow. Like, come on.
They got me some other way, though. They showed me some, special forces driving a go-kart with a 50-gallon back in the desert. Special operations cool guy shit. And then he looked at me and was like, we'll be Batman.
Bullshit. The guy literally was like, do you want to be Batman?
And I said, yeah.
Oh my god. He was like, they read you like a book, dude. Holy crap. There's no wonder you joined the military, man.
He was like, I've got the perfect job for you, bro. You can be sneaky. You get to get up like real close to people, gather intelligence.
Incomplete, but now a penalty
Defensive
flag
pass
coming in
interference.
late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Looking to throw. Jones. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown.
Just beat the shit out of them if they're, getting firefights. It would be awesome, like Batman. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Did you do any of those things?
No. I unloaded Connexes.
You were more like Batman's butler.
Yeah, I was like Alfred.
He's
still cool, though.
Hey, Alfred's very cool. You kidding me?
Alfred's very cool.
Yeah. If the guy looked at you now and said, you want to be Alfred, you'd join again.
This team, they are rolling right now, Charles.
You want to be Alfred? You're damn right. My man took on Superman and won.
Yeah.
Hashtag go Alfred. P.O.
Powerless. The Gotham explosion took your abilities, left our planet defenseless. But I have a plan. According to my informers, 3 of these gems can restore your superpowers. Collecting these artifacts is our only way to defeat Trigon and his army. And to do that, we will need some help.
Yeah. Hashtag go Alfred. POV. You were the military.
Throwing to start the drive.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
All right, what time does it start? 10:00. You said what, sir?
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
0400.
How you know what time it is? You don't even have a watch on.
I don't need to have a watch.
To throw again. Jones. Over the middle.
Mama B said, why do we always report in early like
4 yards the gain, and it'll
Thank
bring
you.
up a 3rd down.
I could have been asleep.
Catch, but I really like the
I could have been asleep.
drag and being able to run away from defenders.
Why
Hard
were
to
I
stick
here
with
so
them for
early?
that
I
long.
forgot
Yeah, better against man than zone.
I woke up late.
Better
And I
against
forgot to
man,
brush my
because now
teeth.
you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, Bobby, I'm not smelling.
Down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. That is certainly
Hey,
one way
Bobby,
to
when
frustrate
it's
a
early report
quarterback.
time,
When those
you don't
extra
get no
defenders
respect.
on
It's
the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the
Do you have a
football.
shaver profile?
This is not about me.
Yes, it is. It's about everybody.
Well, if it's about everybody, how come you're the only person out of everybody that has a helmet on?
You said bring a helmet.
Nobody else has a helmet on. Nobody said bring a helmet.
Oh, you said in the top. Wear a
You're the
helmet.
only person that has a helmet on. Why didn't you see that when you got out the car and saw everybody else wearing a PC?
I thought they ain't feel like wearing a helmet yet.
No. You're the only person wearing a helmet. You must be more confident in exercise than me.
I don't know.
I'm going to let you run it. You can run it.
I can run it.
You can run the formation.
All right, well, we start right now.
We're starting at 10.
Alright, bro. So we just chilling. We just chilling. I feel 10.
Hurry up and wait.
Dude, hurry up.
That accurate?
Wait. Dude. Yes.
What do they do? They get it, or we just stand around for 6 hours?
Oh, yeah. Like, they would be like, hey, listen, we are leaving for the field at, like, 2. That's awesome. So what, you want us to show up at, like, 10? Just draw weapons out of the arms room and then put it on the truck? We can do that in an hour. And they're like, be here at 04.
Really?
For who? For who?
Are they like just training you to like get used to weighting and stuff?
This is the only reason that they told me, Josh, was that because they want us super early, have everything ready on the trucks super early, so that they can look good for the person that is one rank higher than them. And then the staff sergeant tells the sergeant first class, hey, we're ready. Sergeant first class tells first sergeant, hey, we're ready. And it goes up the chain until eventually the president and captain shows up at 11:38 and goes,
that looks pretty good, guys. Good job. Good job.
Go to the field now.
Right. It just seems like basically systematic bullying.
Oh, I do it 100%.
So if you're in high school and you're getting bullied, you're not having a great time, you can continue that.
Yeah, all the way to the military. So, Josh, I know it's been a long time. Remember, the Air Force is
you just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. Oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again.
Wow, this place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hi there. Welcome to BMT, Basic Military Training. How are you, buddy? I'm fantastic. I'm a little hungry, though. Oh, absolutely. I know it's been a long day traveling for you, man. So listen, if you go down that way to the left, you're going to have steak and seafood. That's all you can eat. There's also a cookie crumble.
Do you have only one controller that works?
Yes.
Yes, he only has one.
Continue to play hard.
I may have 3. The other 2.
Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The Starbucks there, too.
2 runs
Once
in
you
a
get
row,
to the end,
only 2 yards
look
to
down
show
there, that's
for
where
it.
you're going to be
The
sleeping.
offense on
That's your
3rd
room.
down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, military seats, the Air Force.
We are here for you. Air Force cares more than this, all right? So listen, when you need room, you want room service, they will bring you food.
Yup.
Okay? Each room has their own individual Just let them know they'll be there to take care of you, all right? Say less.
That's a little Top Gun, yeah. Do you want to join the military, work your own hours, ride a cool motorbike with no helmet, and take a blonde, sexy lady for rides in the sunset? It's for the Air Force. Tom Cruise, you bitch.
Honestly, that was perfect. If you put that voice clip over a promo, half America got it. Just a caveat on that, Josh, essentially to further my point. You know, when we go out in the woods and train for weeks on end, if the Air Force decides to join us in that training,
are they used to a higher standard of living or something?
They still come out and train with us, but they have buildings with AC and heat and Wi-Fi. And I got to see them. It's a real thing. And when they train with us in the woods, being in the woods, big hazard day.
Really?
Meanwhile, I'm digging a hole in the dirt and calling it my bed. Yeah, Josh, that's thank you for coming back into my world of essentially, me venting and you for about 50 minutes.
I don't know how to feel about it. Some parts of the military is like, wow, you get to hang out with your friends and be cool. And some of it's like, wow, this is literally the worst thing that you could ever go through.
100%.
I gotta say, I am not overly disciplined person. I struggle with most aspects of life, even simple things.
That's over 40 yards of movement.
Hey, that's the reason that guy just got caught by me, and I was like, nope.
Has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Yo, is this what he was doing?
Again, it's Stevenson. And a minuscule gain, maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run. Stevenson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
No, we just won the ball. And all I got this cornerback's not.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
He got past me.
And he'll get this
I missed the block.
I'm pretty bad at most of that stuff.
If I made that block, he would
2nd and 6.
And there we go. Won the game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away.
That's going to be the end of the stream. Peace out, everyone, and goodbye. Good old Geo Pounds complete the manhandling and a cornerback for an entire game while catching the ball like it was nothing. So your average game of Geo Pounds. So peace out. Goodbye. I'm going to play some VR. Over to the bathroom. Adios.